Hello guys and welcome to today's video. This video is going to be a trading identification or a trade buys identification video. Basically, like I always do before I even take a trade, I record the video, tell you about my buys for the day, and with that, let's go straight into this video. And before we did that, please don't forget to subscribe and to hit that like button, please, bro. Let's reach 220 legends before the end of May. So you did right? All right. With that being said, let's get started. So today I'm going to go ran you through, guys, my daily buys for the day. As you can see, we have the daily time frame is in overall bearish trend. And what did we see? Like the last couple of days, we saw that the price did ended up this candle, like this daily candle, ended up breaking the structure right here. We ended up invalidating the bearish order flow, but then we saw another leg down, which is more likely the higher low. Like this is the higher high, now we're heading into a higher low, and if we scale down to the lower time frames, then we can decide if the price is going to reverse and make the new higher high, or it is going to rebalance into more confluences, like this daily fair value gap that we still have and these daily lows that we still have. There's more still liquidity, resting liquidity below us. So I think if we scale down to the 4-hour, you can see that we are also in a bearish trend. We still have these 4-hour lows, which are the Asian session lows, and we still have these 4-hour lows, and we also have this 50% mark of a daily fair value gap. And in the short term, what we have is this 4-hour bearish fair value gap that price did respected. And if we go now into the hourly time frame, you can see that we have a bearish SMT with GBP GPY. Hold on. As you can see, we have bearish SMT with GBP GPY, and on Asian session we did break the structure to the upside, but right when London session opened, we took out the Asian session highs, and then we took out these hourly highs and these hourly highs, which made the S&P divergence. And the last couple of hours, we did break the structure to the downside on the hourly. And if you combine that 4-hour bearish fair value gap with the hourly break of structure, we can now scale down to the lower time frame. And I want to see a market structure shift on the 15-minute time frame to confirm that the bearish order flow is still running. So this is where the market structure shift is going to happen. So what I want to see price to do now, after taking out these highs, these Asian session highs, and making a 1-hour bearish breakout structure, I want to see a market structure shift on the 15-minute time frame. Then I want to see like a retrace back into this breaker block or this breaker block, and into some 15-minute confluences, like some sort of fair value gap or equilibrium zone, the discounted zone of equilibrium. And then I'll scale down to the even lower time frames to look for entry points after a breakout structure to the lower time frames and the break-in or invalidating lower time frames bullish order flows. With that, I will scale down my way out, and I will target out these Asian session lows or even these 4-hour lows. That is my current buys for the day. I may be wrong because we did break the structure to the upside right here, but as I told you, I'm going to use the lower time frames to confirm that we are going to go up again, like make the new higher high, or are we continuing to retrace, rebalance into the price action and continue the break and structure to the downside and continue the move down, like the towards downtrend. That is my thought process now. I'm bearish on USD GPY. This is my setup. I'm going to show you now a screenshot before I think at the start of London session. Hold on. As you can see, this is the screenshot from today's morning. What I wanted to see exactly happened. Like I wanted to see price go up, take out these hourly highs, take out these Asian session highs, and rebalance into the 4-hour fair value gap that is right here. And that literally happened the same exact thing. We come up, we took out the Asian session highs, we took out the hourly highs, we rebalanced into the 4-hour fair value gap, and now what I'm currently waiting for is this 15-minute market structure shift and then rebalance into 15-minute continuation confluences. And now I'm going to, like in front of your faces, I'm going to take the screenshot. Hold on. This is the screenshot that I'm going to show you now, guys, later into the market recap or the trade recap, whether I take a trade or not. So this is for USD JPY. Now if we go on to GBP JPY, I kind of was like thinking the same way, but now if we go out to the daily time frame, you can see that we are still rebalancing into this daily fair value gap. We still did not like invalidate it. We still have these 4-hour lows and these 4-hour lows, or I think these 1-hour lows, and we also have these Asian session lows as well as these Asian session highs. And if we go on to the hourly time frame, we can see that these are the hourly lows here and here, and we still have also these hourly lows, and we also have these Asian session lows. So on London session, we came up, we didn't sweep out any liquidity, and we did not took out any Asian session highs or lows. We kept like just consolidating, and now we just have these as London session highs, and we have these as London session lows. But I don't want to be bullish on this thing because we did not saw any like kind of break of structure, like not the similar thing like USD JPY, but I still think that price need to come down, take out those liquidity in order for us to come up and like take out all of those high resistance draws of liquidity. Like as you can see, we still have these highs, these hourly highs, and a lot of highs. So hold on. That's why we have still also a lot of buy side liquidity resting above us, but the same thing, we still have more like sell side liquidity resting below us. So this is like a mixed bias for me. But if we wanna like take a trade on the situation, we kind of like be more likely within the trade, like trading within the trend, because like there is a high probability that we're going to get wrecked on this thing because the market condition is not really like the best thing. Also, I want to mention something else, which is the news for the day. So this is Friday 16. All right, we have prelim UOM consumer sentiment and inflation expectation on 3 p.m. So this is a high impact news, especially with the inflation expectation. We're going to see if what is the expectation of inflation like for the next upcoming days, and that's it. So I think if I see my setup right now, hold on, let's go on to USD JPY. This is more likely where I'm going to take the trade off. So basically now it is 2 p.m. 12, and I'm going to wait. If my model like appeared like we got the market structure shift, then we trace back into the fair value gap or the continuation confluences like breaker block or equilibrium, I'm going to take my trade. And if we don't, I think I'm gonna more likely like wait for news to come up. So that's it for me on the trade identification buy. So I'm bearish on both pairs, but I'm more likely going to take the trade on USD JPY. But as well as GBP JPY, I think if my like a proper setup like gets appeared, if we take out these sell side or buy side liquidity, I'm going to more likely take a trade. But we're going to see. I'll try to figure out where the market's starting to go, and I'll readapt based on that, and if I see I'm going to take a trade or not. So stay tuned with that. I'll catch you guys up in the trade recap or the market recap, and that's it. Stay safe, boys. Catch you guys up in the next video. Peace out.